What's up guys, and welcome to Ívar's Fly Workshop. Today I'm gonna be tying a known fly, Black Ghost, but in my Saltwater Slim edition. And I'm using a Semperfi NS118 Classic Streamer number 6 for this project. And I am using a Semperfi 8.0 Classic Waxed thread for this in black, of course. And as normally, I will be starting to attach the thread to the hook shank. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can support the channel if you like, and you will find information about that, how to support us through PayPal in the video's description. In the video's description, you will also find the pattern of the fly, the full pattern. So the first step of the fly is the tail, and I'm using a yellow hand for this tail. And the deal is that fishing, at least where I'm fishing here in the Westfjords of Iceland for seatrout, my experience is that it is really difficult to get the fish to take and to get the fish to hook up on the fly if you have like a long tail fly. So what will be happening is they usually are following the fly. They're not hitting the fly from the side or anything. They're usually following it, and you see them follow. You see the rip of them right behind the fly, and they will nibble the fly just at the very end of it. So if it has a long tail on it, that's based on my 30 years experience here fishing for this sea trout here. If you have a long tail on it, they'll be just nibbling on the tail and not getting hooked up. So this length of a tail, which you see here, that is like the maximum length of tail which I use for sea trout, at least in this area. Even shorter, even just to the hook bend, is enough. And I often had to, while out fishing, had to cut and make the tail shorter, just to get some hookups on the fly. The rib of a fly, I'm using a mirror tinsel in 0.8 millimeters. It's like a flat tinsel, and it's in silver, of course, just like the original fly was tied. Some people like to tie it with gold, but all the information about the fly is which I found online about its original look is that it had a silver rib on it. The body material I'm using a DMC yarn in black, just 3 strands out of the 6 that are in the bulk. And this DMC yarn you can find in any handcraft stores and that. It's like an alternative material for fly tying, because you cannot buy this in the fishing stores. But this is like an excellent material because it's strong, it's durable, it comes in 6 strands, and you can separate it and use 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or just all of them. And it is like a really strong and durable material. And to make the fly strong and durable, I'm putting a sapper gap on the body of the fly, or the underbody. Just give it like a little coat of sapper gap. It's gonna shrink in. It's gonna drain in the body. We catch it with our thread there and lock it in place. And the one of the main thing with this fly fished in the ocean is that it has to have a slim profile in this area I'm fishing in, because the sand eel that the fish is eating here, they are super slim. They are like a little bit more like an inch long. Those are like baby sea or sand eels, and they are so slim, just like small needles, silver needles. It's unbelievable how slim they are, and that's why I want to keep the profile of the fly not too overdressed and not too thick. And this fly, for the task I'm using it here in the Westfjords where I fish for sea trout, it works. For the throat of the fly, we are going to be doing it the classic way. I'm using a yellow hand for that as well, just like as the tail is on the fly. And we will separate that from the feather stem. And I tell you guys, there has to be a story with every video. The biggest sea trout I ever caught in the ocean here, a trout that is full of power, like very well in great condition according to its body weight and power. That was a 6-kilogram trout. That must have been back in like 2003 or 4, and that battle, and I'm not kidding, I got it on a 6-weight rod, and I thought I would never land the fish. And after 45 minutes of fighting it, going back and forward into the seaweed and out of it again, making myself scared as hell to losing the fish, I finally landed that beauty. And that fish, it was about 6 kilograms, close to 75 or 80 centimeters long, and in great condition. And that fish took exactly this type of a fly. Slim profile, saltwater black ghost in my own version of it. So for the wing, back to the fly. For the wing, we are using a rather slim piece of a white marabou, and we have to tune it in place, twist it between our fingers to, make it, get it into the place we want it and bind like we want it. And then we do some couple of loose wraps to keep it in place, and then we tune the length of it so it's aligned with the tail length. Then to finish off the wing, I'm using a pearl crystal flash here just for the wing, and I'm gonna tie that in, just 2 strands of it. A couple of them, we'll trim them a little bit later to make them shorter. And then we will be starting to build up our head of the fly. Black ghost, hands down, to be honest with all of you guys out there who are watching my content and videos, black ghost is my all-time favorite fly as a streamer fly. I caught so many fish with this fly, tied in various versions and all that. And it's just like absolutely my favorite. It's my go-to fly for trout and sea trout fishing. Yes, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Whip finishing, couple of knots, that's done. And I just want to say to you guys, thanks for watching. You can find information about supporting the channel in the description of the video. Plus, you will find the pattern of the fly there. We'll just give it a little coat with UV resin, the Solaris Bone Cure, and then we're going to fry it with our light. Make it with our UV torch. So I think we're done today. I just want to say to you guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys happy and fresh in the next video.